Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics. Specifically, we're going to talk about the value of a 1964 United States 1-cent coin, or as it's commonly known, the 1964 Lincoln penny. So, if you've got one of these tucked away in your change jar, stick around. The 1964 Lincoln penny is a particularly interesting coin. It's one of the last pennies minted before the big change in coin composition that occurred in 1982. Prior to 1982, pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The 1964 penny is no different, so it's made of that classic copper composition. Now, you might be wondering, how much is my 1964 penny worth? Well, the value can vary depending on its condition and other factors. Here's a quick breakdown. First, let's talk about grading. Coins are generally graded on a scale from poor to mint state. For our 1964 Lincoln penny, the most common grades you'll encounter are: these coins are well worn, with the Lincoln portrait and date still visible but quite faded. If your penny is in this condition, it's generally worth around 1 to 5 cents. These pennies show more detail, and you can clearly see the Lincoln portrait and date. A penny in this condition might fetch between 5 to 10 cents. A penny in fine condition will have strong details but may show some wear. You can expect it to be worth around 10 to 25 cents. Coins in this grade have minimal wear and still show a lot of detail. They're usually valued between 25 to 50 cents. These are pennies that have never been used and are in pristine condition. They can be worth anywhere from $1 to several dollars, depending on how well they've been preserved. To get a more precise value, you might want to use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any unique features or mint errors. Sometimes, small variations can make a big difference in value. Speaking of unique features, some 1964 pennies might have mint errors, such as double die varieties or other anomalies. These can be worth significantly more to collectors, so it's worth checking for any oddities. If you're thinking about selling your 1964 penny, consider getting it appraised by a professional. They can provide a more accurate value, $8.60 millions, based on its condition and any unique characteristics. You can also check out coin catalogs and websites that track market prices to get a sense of what similar coins are selling for. Today, we're exploring a specific coin from the mid-70s that holds a lot of interest for collectors: the 1976 United States 1-cent coin. If you've got one of these pennies or are just curious about its value, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. The 1976 Lincoln penny is part of the ongoing series of 1-cent coins featuring President Abraham Lincoln. This particular year doesn't have any major design changes or commemorative elements, but it's still a noteworthy coin in the world of numismatics. So, how much is your 1976 Lincoln penny worth? Well, the value of this coin largely depends on its condition. Let's break it down. Coins are generally graded on a scale from poor to mint state. For the 1976 Lincoln penny, here's a rough guide to its value based on condition. In good condition, the penny is heavily worn, and details are quite faded. It might be worth around 1 to 5 cents. These coins have more visible detail, though they still show some wear. A penny in this condition could be worth approximately 5 to 10 cents. Coins in fine condition have clear details but may exhibit some signs of wear. Expect this penny to be worth between 10 to 25 cents. An extremely fine penny has minimal wear and still exhibits a lot of detail. This could be worth between 25 to 50 cents. Uncirculated coins are in pristine condition with no signs of wear. A 1976 penny in uncirculated condition can be valued from $1 to several dollars, depending on its specific quality. To assess your penny's condition, use a magnifying glass to look closely at the details. Check for any wear on Lincoln's portrait, the inscriptions, and the overall surface of the coin. The better the condition, the higher the value. It's also worth noting that while the 1976 penny doesn't have any major commemorative issues, it's still possible to find mint errors or unique characteristics that can affect its value. $7.50 millions. Look for any unusual features or defects that might set your penny apart from the rest. If you believe your 1976 penny might have a mint error or you want a more accurate value, consider getting it appraised by a professional. They can provide you with a detailed assessment and help you understand its market value. Today, we're diving into the value of a specific coin that might be hiding in your change jar, the 1978 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. If you've got one of these pennies or are curious about its worth, you're in the right place. Let's get started. The 1978 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running series that features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was used from 1959 until 2008, so it's a familiar sight for many collectors and everyday people alike. So, what's the value of a 1978 Lincoln penny? The value can vary depending on several factors, including the coin's condition. Let's break it down. Coins are graded based on their condition, and this affects their value. Here's a quick guide for the 1978 Lincoln penny. In good condition, the penny will show significant wear, with the Lincoln portrait and details becoming quite faded. Such a coin is generally worth around 1 to 5 cents. A penny in very good condition will have more visible details but still show some signs of wear. You can expect it to be worth approximately 5 to 10 cents. Coins in fine condition have clear details with some wear. These pennies are typically valued between 10 to 25 cents. An extremely fine penny will exhibit minimal wear and still have strong details. It might be worth between 25 to 50 cents. Uncirculated coins are in pristine condition with no signs of wear. A 1978 penny in uncirculated condition can be worth $1 or more, depending on its quality. To assess your penny's condition, use a magnifying glass to examine its details closely. Check for any wear on Lincoln's portrait, the Lincoln Memorial, and the overall surface of the coin. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. While the 1978 Lincoln penny is a common coin, it's still possible to find mint errors or unique characteristics that can affect its value. $7.1 millions. Look for any unusual features, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, which can make your coin more valuable to collectors. If you suspect your 1978 penny has a mint error or you want a precise value, consider getting it appraised by a professional coin dealer or using a reputable coin catalog to check current market prices. Today, we're exploring a particularly interesting coin in the world of numismatics, the 1982 United States 1-cent coin. If you've got one of these pennies or are curious about its value, you're in the right place. Let's jump right in. The 1982 Lincoln penny is notable for a few reasons. It marks a significant change in the composition of the 1-cent coin. Up until 1982, pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. But in 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a new composition of 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper, with the copper now just as a thin coating. This change means that there are actually two different types of pennies from 1982, the copper ones and the new zinc ones. The value of a 1982 penny can vary greatly depending on its type and condition. Let's break it down. Here's a quick guide to understanding the different types of 1982 pennies. These are pennies made before the composition change in mid-1982. They are heavier and have a different feel compared to the zinc pennies. Because they are relatively rare, they can be more valuable. These are pennies minted after the composition change. They are lighter and have a different tone compared to the copper pennies. Now, let's talk about the value of these pennies based on their condition. Here's what you need to know. In good condition, the penny will show significant wear, with the Lincoln portrait and details quite faded. Such coins are generally worth around 1 to 5 cents. A penny in very good condition will have more visible details but still show some signs of wear. You can expect it to be worth approximately 5 to 10 cents. Coins in fine condition have clear details with some wear. These pennies are typically valued between 10 to 25 cents. An extremely fine penny will exhibit minimal wear and still have strong details. It might be worth between 25 to 50 cents. Uncirculated coins are in pristine condition with no signs of wear. A 1982 penny in uncirculated condition can be worth from $1 to several dollars, especially if it's one of the rare copper types. To determine whether your 1982 penny is copper or zinc, you can use a magnet. Copper pennies are not magnetic, while zinc pennies are slightly magnetic. Additionally, you can weigh the penny. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, and zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Another thing to watch for are mint errors. Some 1982 pennies have unique characteristics, like doubled dies or off-center strikes, which can significantly increase their value. $6.50 millions. If you think you might have a special coin, it's worth having it appraised by a professional. If you're looking to sell or get a precise value for your 1982 penny, consider consulting with a professional coin dealer or checking current market prices in reputable coin catalogs. And that's a wrap on the 1982 Lincoln penny. I hope this video helped you understand the value of this unique coin. If you found it useful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more coin tips, tricks, and numismatic news. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!